What's up, Browns fans? This is Cleveland football. Let's go! Welcome back. Year 8. Cleveland football. 8 years. All right. Man, doesn't seem like it's been that long ago, but it has been. I can't do as much content as I used to during the off season because I wear a lot of hats, I do a lot of stuff. I got a job, I gotta go to work. But glad to be back here for the regular season. And what can I say about yesterday? Let's go ahead and hop into it. If someone was to make a prediction that if the Browns would have over 300 yards, total yards, versus 141 for the Bengals, that if Joe Burrow would have 113 passing yards, no touchdowns, that if T. Higgins and Jamar Chase would have less than 60 yards combined, what would be the outcome of the game? They 49 yards rushing. What would be the outcome? Right. Most people would say, hey, well, I think the Browns, they go dominate, or they really, the probability of them winning is very high. But we found a way to let it slip away. I mean, you can't turn the ball over. You can't turn the ball over, and you got to make kicks. Fundamentals of the game. I got what I call the primary fundamentals of the game, and that's blocking and tackling. All right, that's what I call the primary fundamentals of the game. I mean, everything from what we call pee-wee termite football all the way up to the professional level. You got to block and you got to tackle. Okay, I think we did those two things well. All right, but those what I call secondary fundamentals of the game all fall under that. You're throwing, you're catching, you're kicking, you're running the ball, your balls like. You got to kick the ball. You got to catch the ball. You got to kick the ball. You got to catch the ball. I mean, we had the turnovers, and I mean, anytime a turnover would be bad, but the guys are too good to tip the ball, and I think our guys are too good for that to happen. Being Jerry Jeudy and Cedric Tillman, and I know those two guys, they're gonna hold themselves accountable. Yes, those were tough. Those were tough grabs. But guys of their talent level, ability level, you got to have those plays. And I know these are guys that are self-motivated, and they're going to hold themselves accountable. And the way that Tillman is coming along, the way that he is emerging, the way that he is developing, I'm happy for him. He's one of the first receivers that we have drafted and developed over multiple years in a very long time. All right, and he has the chance to be the first receiver that we have drafted to get over 1,000 yards in a season, probably since Braylon Edwards. It's been a long time since we drafted a receiver, and that receiver has gained over 1,000 yards. I think he has that ability to be an all-pro, along with Jerry Jeudy, to be all-pro caliber players. So I'm looking for those guys to have big seasons and bounce back from last week. All right. Some things that I did, like Samson, 8 receptions out the backfield. I thought a lot of that was an extension of the run game, where if we couldn't get it up inside, maybe we could swing it, and those swing passes, those act as runs. A lot of the passes caught was along the line of scrimmage, check downs and dump offs. That takes 6, 7, 8 yards a pop on those. I'll take that, especially when the running game isn't going up inside, so that could be an extension. And then the tight end, even though he's from Bowling Green, fan, and I'm from Toledo, you know what I'm saying? But I got to give props where props is due. He is from the MAC. Shout out to the MAC. And he looks good. So we're going to have a nice 1-2 punch at tight end as well. So we have the pieces here. We just got to put it all together, and we got to be consistent. And I don't try to overreact off of one game, but because I think we have some promise here. Junkins come back. I don't know what he's doing first. He was going back to college. Now he signed, so we could see if we could bring him along. We saw Pittsburgh over the Jets. There's no one's happier than Aaron Rodgers today. 4 touchdowns. He beat his old team. Maybe except for Mike Tomlin, because he probably like, yeah, we got us a quarterback now. We got us a quarterback. So, looking at the Bills and the Ravens, I went to sleep. I turned it off. It was 40 to 25. I was like, man, I'm going to bed. Went to bed, woke up, and down, I'm looking at my phone, checking it. I see, wait, what? Make my eye. They lost. They lost. We got them this week. It could go one or two ways. They could be motivated, like, man, and try to take it out on us, or they could have a hangover. When you lose one like that, it hurt. And it could spill over in the next week, because they had them. They look like world beaters. Yeah, out there. You had D-Hop with one hand. You had Derrick Henry slapping dudes around like they were little kids. Man, get on. What you doing, man? Hey, get off my leg. You know, my son, I come home, he jumped, he hold on to my leg. I'm like, man, get off my leg. That's how Derrick Henry was doing them. But, get off me. So, hey, but... man, you gotta finish. You gotta finish. And unfortunately, and this goes for both of these guys, Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson, 2 of the best quarterbacks in the league, MVPs. You got squads, you got guys, you got a defense. It don't matter. They could throw for over 5,000-6,000 yards. All right, they could run for another 1,000, run for 15, 20 touchdowns in the regular season, and then it's not gonna matter. All right, because they under that. You got to do it in the playoffs. That's what people looking for. It ain't gonna matter. They gonna say, well, you can't get it done in the big game, and that go for both of them right now. You can't get it done in the big game, and that's something they living on, and they gonna have to get that monkey off their back. It reminds me of Steve Young when he finally got past the Dallas Cowboys in 1994, and they went on and they just stomped the Chargers. And he went over to one of his teammates. He said, "Can you get it off my back? Can you get it off my back?" He's talking about get that monkey off his back to winning the big game, especially being in the shadow of Joe Montana. But you had guys, you think about some of the great ones, that they had to go through some things before they got to the mountaintop. You know, Brett Favre, he had to go through he had San Francisco and Dallas in his way. He had to get there, man. John Elway took his lumps. They took turns. Took his lumps even in the Super Bowl. So he had to go through some things. Even Patrick. I know y'all hate Patrick. I still say Patrick the best in the game right now. I don't care what y'all say. And I know y'all hate Patrick. But Patrick had to go through some things. He sat a year. He had to get through New England. Brady had to come back up for the 80s on him. So it ain't easy. So for them two, Allen and Lamar, what you doing in January? What you doing in February? And it might be unfair. People say, well, you're not realizing their greatness. You're not recognizing, you're not appreciating their... Yeah, we are. We appreciate their greatness. We appreciate all that they do. But to be an all-time great, to be considered an all-time great, quarterback at least, what do you do in January and February? All right, so that's what we're looking at for these guys. But I'm looking forward to the rest of the season. I'm excited. I think we got a chance to beat the Ravens. Yeah, they look good, but we come up, man. Derrick Henry, hit that boy. All right. Hey, if you like, hit the like button. Be sure to share. Be sure to comment, and be sure to subscribe.